What is going on with the Green Bay Packers, and is their head coach officially feeling the heat? I'm Rob Stats Guerrero with the Pro Football Insiders. The Packers had a depressing performance on Monday Night Football, losing to the Eagles 10-7. They were booed on their home field, and rightfully so. The offense was putrid in this game, and I don't really understand it because we have seen the Packers. We have seen their offense come out and be tremendous in their wins. They are scoring just about 29 points per game. Even in their tie, they put up 40. But when they are bad, they are really bad. They scored just 10 points per game on average in their losses this season. And this is with a defense that is kicking butt. In the losses that the Packers have had this year, their defense has given up less than or equal to 16 points per game. They are the first team since the Carter administration to have 3 losses in a season where your defense does not give up more than 16 points in any of them. And that is a bad look for the Packers. Number one, it's a bad look because you set up a potential divide between your defense, who's kicking butt and doing their job, and your offense that is Jekyll and Hyde all over the place. Sometimes really good, but sometimes really bad. That is very, very difficult for a team to deal with over the course of the season. But it's also a bad look when you have an offensive head coach in Matt LaFleur. Like, you're here to do the damn thing. You're here because we want the offense to be good and up and running and be good consistently. And that has been Green Bay's issue this year. They're just kind of mid, right? They're 12th in the league in yards per game, and they're 15th in the league in points per game. You're supposed to have Jordan Love, your quarterback that you paid all this money to. You've got your offensive coach. You finally drafted a wide receiver in the first round for the first time in the friggin' history of the franchise, it feels like. You have Christian Watson back now. You have Josh Jacobs. You have pieces in place. Why isn't it better? And why isn't it better consistently? And it's especially compounded when you hear some of the things that are coming out after this game. When you hear that on a big 4th down run that gets stuffed, the Eagles players were calling out the play because they knew it. That is a terrible look, again, for Matt LaFleur. And it is very possible that he is coaching for his job the rest of the way, which is surprising when you just look overall at his record, right? He's won 66% of his games since becoming the Packers head coach. But as you dig a little deeper into those, you start to see that there are some cracks there. First of all, he had Aaron Rodgers when he first started, right? And LaFleur has won 71% of his games with Aaron Rodgers as starting quarterback. But without Aaron Rodgers, it's a different story. He's won just 58% of his games without the future Hall of Famer under center. Now, some of those games were not Jordan Love because he was hurt, but they actually won a lot of those games with Malik Willis as their starting quarterback. So he doesn't really have that to fall back on. Now, he's gone to the playoffs multiple times, 5 times so far in his career with the Packers. They have playoff wins in 3 of those seasons, but he has just 1 playoff win, again, without Aaron Rodgers. So Matt LaFleur's coaching future is very much up in the air for the Packers. Now, of course, there's a long way to go this year, right? You've still got 8 games this season. They still have 3 games. Actually, 3 of their next 4 games are against the NFC North. Right now, Green Bay's 3rd in the NFC North, but they're going to have, within their control to do something about that very, very soon here. So there's no question that LaFleur could get all of this turned around. That's absolutely on the table. But they have to be better, especially offensively and especially early in games. Over their last 7 games, the Packers averaged just over 6 points in the entire first half. That is awful. It's unsustainable. It puts your offense on their heels for the entire game. It's just not a good look right now in Green Bay. And remember, Noon team president Ed Policy declined to offer extensions to LaFleur or GM Brian Gutekunst before the season. Both of them have 1 year left on their contracts after this year, and teams typically don't like to let coaches and executives go into the final year of their contract because it's not a good look. It just makes them look like lame ducks. Well, that's looking like a good decision right now from Policy because Gutekunst and LaFleur not exactly securing their futures in Green Bay. So as I said, Packers can turn it around, but the vibes right now in Lambeau, not very good. and they need to get it turned around fast, or we could see some big, big changes in Wisconsin.